the entire DC situation. I will never be out here on the internet crying. I won't be out here criticizing anybody I've ever cared about or loved. I will hold you in high regard if I have ever loved you. That's who I am. I am aware that you watched Rossi Dita's interview, been in disbelief after seeing what was stated behind my back. Kendra, you cannot amuse yourselves with my relationship. I am aware that it appears that you have the blogs, the crossover here, and the heresies. Is this happening? What in the world is going on here, everyone? Baby Yandy Smith just gave us the season's most amazing MC drop moment, and she didn't come to play with Kendra or her phony friendship games. Imagine having a quiet brunch 1 minute and then being pulled for dirt with adultery claims from 5 seasons ago the next. For example, how did my marriage become the subject of your article, ma'am? Was this girl speak? Or was it a restricted reunion edition? Or an ambush episode of Cheaters? Because, in actuality, Sis had her drama cauldron boiling as Kendra sat there with her acrylics clacking, acting like she was just so worried. Furthermore, Yandy, I'm grinning when I see that classic, but I'll do it spiritually, and we adore your tone. Let's also not pretend to be brand new. This isn't the first time Kendra has made disparaging remarks while posing as worried. Now, some are wondering if Kendra was planning the entire time or if this was just a messy chance moment. We're going to get into the receipts, the lies, and the friendship that never was. So grab your tea, family, and have faith in this one. It's disorganized. Not much. Child, get your popcorn, tea, and perhaps a stress ball. Because, darling, what we're going to discover isn't simply sloppy. It's complete betrayal. VH1 certified and seasoned with a hint of you thought she was your lady. With this one, our love and hip-hop queen turned wife, mother, and boss, Hottie Yandy Smith, took all the credit. Who is caught in the crossfire, you ask? It was none other than Kendra Robinson, the young jock's ride-or-die wife, who obviously failed to remember the first rule of girl code. Avoid using your sis as a plot point. Let's go back in time for a specific reason now. Was more than a breakfast shade war. This is the type of drama that takes place behind closed doors for seasons. Honey, as the cameras roll and under the surface, friendships gradually deteriorate. It turns out that Kendra might have been grinning in Yandy's face while gathering receipts behind her back, even though fans believed that she and Yandy were best friends because they posted pictures, attended events, and shared sisterhood moments. Yes, let's set the scene, allegedly. It all began when Kendra became overly involved in Yandy and Mendy's affairs. Furthermore, our conversation isn't gossip. No. Sis portrayed herself as the confidant, while quietly undermining the Smith-Harris home by making Yandy's marriage a recurrent plot point in private conversations and cast meetings. She's apparently calling Mendy sneaky and untrustworthy behind Yandy's back 1 minute. And then she's just worried the next. According to rumors, Yandy is not amenable to it. Sis had screenshots, receipts, and an elephant-sized memory. Additionally, Yandy at the reunion taping appearing completely innocent. This isn't your storyline, baby. My life is not your entertainment. Yandy allegedly replied, and I quote, "You don't get to weaponize my marriage for clout." And then the room became silent. Now, Kendra may appear to be the reserved, well-groomed one, but remember that she was the one who stood up for young Jock, even after the world witnessed him, supposedly forgetting his wedding vows in real time and spinning the block on a dozen baby moms. The internet went crazy when Yandy criticized her for taking sides. The Kendra became popular. Side-by-side edits of Kendra grinning at Yandy while supposedly sowing the seeds of disarray were shared by fans. You're all familiar with the streets of Reddit. They uncovered past scenes, interviews, and video recordings in which Kendra made dubious remarks regarding Yandy and Mendy C's connection. A Redditor wrote, "Kendra has been envious of another user commented. This whole time I thought Kendra was the calm, logical one, but she just got exposed as the villain in Pearls. And let's not act like this is Yandy's first betrayal rodeo. From Chrissy putting paws on her in season 2 to Mendy's own mama drama, Yandy's been through enough to spot a fake friend from a mile away. But here's where it gets spicy. Look back to season 9. She kept throwing slick shots about trust and doing time. She was never genuine. Kendra allegedly encouraged producers to inquire further about Yandy and Mendy's jail situation during filming breaks, because it would create a lot of conflict for the show. Wait, what are you trying to tell me? Sis was not only acting like the supportive friend on camera, but she was also trying to focus on Yandy's suffering off camera. Girl, this isn't Euphoria. You're not the showrunner. But it gets worse. According to another alleged leak from Wardrobe, Kendra was frequently heard backstage saying things like, "Yandy gets all the screen time. For once, let's see how she responds to the heat." Bobby, that doesn't sound like love and light to me. It sounds like envy wrapped in a Chanel blouse. Now, for the plot twist, Yandy didn't go all out at first. Instead, she tried to play it cool and go the mature route, lighting sage, praying, journaling, and doing yoga while Mendy talked slowly in the background. However, when it became apparent that Kendra was more interested in creating storylines than sisterhood, she snapped. On camera at Mick in high definition. This wasn't just any love and hip-hop shade-off, though. This was a full monologue. According to sources, Yandy said, "You smile in my face," while staring at Kendra. Yandy even went so far as to post cryptic lines on her Instagram stories, such as "God will reveal what you couldn't see with your own eyes." Post sis on Instagram and then feed producers MO about my marriage. Girl, you're not a friend. You're a co-star. Energy is honest. Your biggest cheerleader is actually the devil. Fans connect. In the meantime, Kendra was completely silent. No likes, tweets, or reposts of Instagram stories, just her drinking wine in her kitchen as if nothing had happened. D-list influencers, TikTok commentators, and even some certified blue checks came forward to say they had witnessed Kendra X acting shaddily toward Yandy at several off-camera gatherings. One blogger from Atlanta even wrote, "I said Kendra was never solid." And that's when the floodgates opened. She continued to inquire about Yandy's private life that had a subtle investigative feel to it. Sis was feeling very much like Wendy Williams meets Nancy Drew, but just when you think that's all there is to it. Part 2 is about to happen, and things take a nasty turn. We're discussing back-channel producer audio, exclusive text message leaks, and even rumors of Yandy apparently requesting a cease and desist order to prevent Kendra from spreading misleading information. Not many, and we're only beginning. Keep an eye out. Few people believed that Yandy's brief mic drop moment was the high point. We're only getting warmed up, baby. We remove the flawlessly edited Instagram stories and selfies taken on the red carpet. Oh, a whole twisted rat's nest of treachery. Duplicitous sisters and receipts so brazen that they would have made the IRS blush. For one moment, let's rewind the tape. Following Yandy's heartbreaking revelation, "My marriage is not your amusement," social media was in full swing during DFCon. This leads us to the notorious birthday episode. Her close friend, Tina with the T, even made the observation, "Real ones don't sit at tables where the main course is your pain, period. Have you not heard?" Kendra allegedly threw a yacht party with an invite-only look just weeks prior to Yandy's emotional collapse. Can you guess who wasn't listed? You're correct, Yandy. However, can you guess who it was? Mendy notices. Indeed, we are aware that he claimed it was a business meeting that took place on a yacht with champagne towers and bikini models. Chile, according to sources. Kendra believed Yandy had previous commitments and didn't see the harm in inviting Mendy to visit her. Be serious, girl. It would be like claiming that Bianca was too busy to be invited to the Grammys. The fandom is in complete disarray in the meantime. All over X, Team Yans and Team Kendra are trending. Some fans are even going full CSI love and hip-hop mode, looking for clues, timestamps, and shady faces by zooming into photo backgrounds. It was all dissected frame by frame in one popular TikTok. During a charity event, the Spirital user says she saw Kendra pretend to laugh at one of Yandy's touching tales. She wrote as the clip's caption, but it doesn't end there. When your friend roots for your downfall in heels. Kendra may have even proposed a spin-off proposal without Yandy, according to rumors circulating. Showcasing only actual boss spouses, a crude jab that sent the internet into a tailspin. Under the moniker ATL Legal and Lethal, the show's concept was allegedly shocking, adorable, really dubious. Bloggers are currently ATL Oracle, a well-known gossip blogger, even claimed to have audio recordings of Kendra accusing Yandy of using motherhood as a weapon to stay relevant and calling her emotionally manipulative. Take a moment to process that. Therefore, Kendra may have been backstage pulling strings like it's a soap opera audition, while Yandy was out here uploading pictures of his family, preaching about loyalty, and wailing in confessionals. And that leads us to the most astounding of all. During season taping, Kendra allegedly forced crew members to sign an NDA, one that made it illegal for anyone to reveal certain of her private conversations. Yandy and Jock, you guessed it. Tell me now if you have nothing to hide. Why are you issuing NDAs like churchgoers? Yandy's fans have been pleading with him to reveal more. However, her team claims that she is defending her. But peace. Let's be truthful. We are aware that the reunion episode will be complete chaos. A teaser trailer has already been released by the makers. You'll never play me like that again. Not on TV, not in life. Yandy stands up, throws her McPack, and yells, "You'll never play me like that again." And as we plunge headlong into the ensuing firestorm, oh honey, consequences are calling. Because the consequences from friendships that terminate in public can be legendary. And that's when things start to go south. Kendra attempted to respond with a clapback after Yandy had her say, "My marriage is not your entertainment." She spoke about it. "Baby, I thought we were pals." The internet responded, "No ma'am. Not after the way you clutched your little pearls and whispered every time Yandy and Mendy Seeks appeared on screen. You were sitting there like the First Lady of Judgment, making silent judgments on a marriage that withstood public scandals, federal prison, and VH1 producers' attempts to split it up for ratings. And let's not forget that time Kendra conveniently misplaced her phone during the couple's retreat. Immediately after the producers allegedly requested candid phone footage of the cast. Yandy says there was more to the story. So let's say she's not the only one who remembers Kendra going to the spa just as the cameras went off. Suspicious? Absolutely. Coincidence? Yeah, right. But the fallout didn't end there. Producers were reportedly scrambling behind the scenes, and one source said, quote, "We weren't expecting Yandy to blow up like that on camera. Was personal, but she's always been calm." Yes, since Kendra wasn't only chatting. According to reports, she was promoting herself to X as the girl for her own spin-off, similar to Kendra's World. In the meantime, social media will go into full-on beast mode if you don't sit down with that low-budget idea and repeated plotline. Girl, the timeline dragged Kendra's alleged friendship harder than a lace front in a windstorm, and Twitter became a courthouse. Trending hashtags were hashtag Justice for Andy and hashtag Kendra, the phony friend. Let's be clear, this isn't just a cast drama anymore. One of the most popular tweets was, "Kendra really thought she was giving First Lady energy. But all I see is a broadside character trying to make the fetch happen." The disrespect. Since if the rumors are accurate, when Kendra was purposefully altering sequences to get more coverage, then VH1's producers may be dealing with a more serious issue. Contracts were allegedly being examined. According to one insider, executives were thinking of punishing actors who fabricate plots that distort the truth. Basically, you could lose a check if you pretend to be dramatic. Oh no, And guess who is remaining silent as all of this craziness blows up? Menzies. Yes, the main character in all of this hasn't spoken. No shade post, no clapback, and not even a passive-aggressive meme, since true people understand the power of silence. And he is allowing Yandy to handle this like the queen she is. Kendra, meanwhile, continues to post those passive, unconcerned Instagram stories from the gym, acting as though she hasn't simply lit a match and fled a home fire. However, the "I'm the victim" tactic is no longer appealing to viewers, particularly now that cast members have come forward to support Yandy, including Rashida, Erica, and even Carly Red. In one moment that was removed, Rashida apparently told Kendra, "You were for that." Kendra allegedly rolled her eyes and responded, "I was just being honest. That tone isn't sincere, sweetie. It's condescension in a luxury outfit is what that is." Let us now discuss fallout in detail, because rumors of brand deals being dropped are circulating. Kendra used to be a brand ambassador for a skincare company, but the company has reportedly gone completely silent. It appears that they no longer want their products to be connected to trivial TV dramas. Furthermore, it doesn't end there. She was removed from a public relations firm's client list with the statement, "We aim to align with talent who uplift and empower women." This means that the producers are apparently thinking of rearranging the upcoming season's cast. While some executives believe Kendra may have overplayed her hand and could be phased out completely, others want the drama. In HD, it's delivering karma. Even whispers of a reunion are intensifying. Rumor has it that friction between the cast members has forced the forthcoming taping to be rescheduled to a neutral site. Everyone is apparently being asked to sign additional non-disclosure agreements before entering the set, and security has reportedly been boosted. According to one source, this isn't a reunion. "We know emotions are high, baby. We're not taking any chances this year." A fan compilation video called Kendra Ben Fake, a documentary, and the comment section, "Ruthless," went viral, and one fan wrote, "Kendra always had church lady energy with reality TV intentions." Meanwhile, fans are digging deeper, bringing up old clips from previous seasons where Kendra made snide remarks or gave judgmental looks during other people's drama. But let's give credit where credit is due, sis. Pick a lane. Even when she clapped back, Yandy maintained her composure. She didn't hurl drinks or leave abruptly. She said what she said, made her point clear, and she left the scene with her fans and dignity intact. That's how a veteran handles it. Now, of course, this is reality TV, so take every source with a grain of glitter and a dash of editing magic. But one thing is certain. The distinction between reality TV and real life just became hazy. And Kendra, well, she may have thought she was playing chess, but she just got checkmated by a queen who's been in the game long enough to not fall for worn-out tactics. If this is how the season is going, you already know the reunion is going to be explosive. And if you thought this drama was wild, baby, just wait, this season is going to get even messier. If you watch this video, leave a comment. Was Kendra acting like a fake friend, or was it all a big misunderstanding? Don't forget to subscribe, because we're bringing you every scandal and every twist, unfiltered and raw, just the way you like it. Click the bell icon to ensure you don't miss the next cataclysmic event.